On this episode of the Two Blunt Podcast.
Isn't it weird to you though that like every sort of different community needs some sort of recognition? Like instead of just like all existing, like, oh, this is my day, this is me, this is, you know what I mean? Don't you think it's weird? All right, go ahead.
I wish I had a dashiki. I wish I had a dashiki right now. Yeah. We get 1 month, Kev. We get one.
Welcome back to another episode of the Two Blunt Podcast. My name's Khalif. I'm here with
Kareem.
Kevin.
What's going on, guys? This is episode 17.
Season 2. New set.
Season 2.
Season 2, yeah. Season 2.
Season 2, new set.
Yeah, we got a different setup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been gone for like, what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah. 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks feels like a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, you guys just, you're not willing to put in the work.
What are you talking about, bro?
We had to revamp, you know, what we're doing, how we're coming, you know what I'm saying? We got a different image on us. But wait, what'd you guys do in these last 2 weeks?
Well, I think I missed one of the weeks because of I think I had work one of the weeks, and then the second week, I think it was Valentine's, and then after that I went to Disney. Yeah, that's what happened. So
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, I just
You went to Valentine? We went to Disney for Valentine's Day?
no, I went to Disney for my girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah.
We went to Universal Studios, went to Islands of Adventure, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. That's probably why my voice is like a little, sounds like I hit puberty again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's because I can't handle roller coasters at all. So it's pretty bad actually. I get really bad motion sickness. Like I can't do the Hulk.
What?
Like I'll die.
That you went to the wrong place. If you don't,
I know, right? No, I did. I was able to do everything but the Hulk. The whole going upside down, twisting and turning is
so like what do you do? Do you like close your eyes during the roller coaster? Like doing
no,
it like what do you,
if like on the Hulk, like I know, like I literally look at it, I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. Like I will yak. Like I get really bad motion sickness. I'm like,
so what do you just close your eyes the entire ride? Like
no, I don't go on it.
Oh, you just don't go on it?
No, I don't go on it. Like I know if I go on there, I'm dead.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm gonna fly out.
That's crazy. I'm like an adrenaline junkie. Like
Yeah, I need to.
No, the thing is, I can do those things. It's just that when I'm being forced down, like you know what I mean. Like when you're in a roller coaster and you're going down faster than what your like natural gravity is supposed to be pulling you.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like my head.
That's all roller coasters.
I think that's the concept.
No.
Roller
I don't know.
That's the point of it, for you to fall down and drop as fast
I don't
as
know,
you can.
but I just feel like my brain's gonna explode. I just feel like my feels like my head's
It's
going
crazy.
against my skull.
It's crazy because I love that feeling. Like I'm
You do?
I'm that guy on the roller coaster.
I love going on roller coasters.
I'm like watching everything because if this shit goes down, I gotta be able to grab on a tree. Like I gotta, if we break off, I'm like like yeah. That's I'm like the entire ride. Like no, like eyes are wide open. Like here we go. Like
Yeah, it's worse for my mom. I think that's where I get it because my mom has like vertigo and stuff like that. But there was one ride we went to.
What is it called? Vertigo.
It's where like you basically like it's basically like the equilibrium in your ear is like
It's not balanced.
There's like a little imbalance in it. So basically, because there's like some sort of liquid in your ear that like kind of like it tells you
balances your body.
It tells you where you're at. You know what I mean? It tells you if you're facing up, if you're facing down. That's how you get that kind of sensation.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So my mom's thing's a little off, and I guess maybe some of mine is. I guess when I go on roller coasters, because there was one where we went on I think it was like the Aerosmith ride. I forgot what it was called.
Oh yeah, that's the Aerosmith ride. It's dark, right?
It's in the dark, so you're thinking, oh, it's in the dark. It won't
That's
be
the
bad.
guitar ride.
That's the worst one for me
I love
because I didn't even know it goes upside down. And my whole family did it. As soon you're just sitting there in the dark, and it feels. That's all you feel. You're just like, oh. And then my mom's like, and then I was like, yeah, I was talking to my family because it's me, my mom, and my dad. We all like, we can't do roller coasters at all.
You got a terrible fan.
Yeah, I know. My sister's like, let's do it again. We're like, shut up.
I never want to go to Disney with them, bro. That's terrible. Yo, let's go watch the play. What?
Like my mom and dad are both coming out of here sweating, and then I look at my mom and I'm like, yeah, the thing
she's messed up.
I think the worst part is when we were upside down. She goes, we went upside down? She goes, I didn't even fucking feel it. I was
Go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
we went upside down
Go ahead
twice.
and cross Kevin off the list.
It's better when it's dark. Yeah, he
Gotta
can't
cross
come.
him off the
Did you at
list.
least
He
go on the
can't.
elevator?
Oh, Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
They temporarily closed it for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, cold.
Corona, yeah, they got
Like it stays open for a couple hours, and I don't know. I guess so. Either something happens where they need to take like an annual time to clean it, and I guess it takes like a long time. So
That's what they do.
Let's
Yeah.
not.
What?
Some BS. That's what
They do. That's what they do.
It's really
stop,
some BS.
They'll stop all the rides.
It's some
No,
BS.
they do, yeah.
Yeah, they stop all the rides and
Clean it.
they'll clean it. Yeah.
Was
bro.
it super packed to wait in lines and stuff?
Actually, well, I went on a Friday and Saturday for the ones when I went to Disney.
Yeah.
They were kind of packed, but I mean, it's not as packed as peak Disney because
Yeah.
Disney back in the day, like
Yeah,
you're
bro, you
waiting
can't-
like
yeah, you
3-4 hours for
But what was the
one
time
ride.
limit?
I mean, honestly, I didn't wait. We didn't wait longer than maybe maximum like an hour and a half
what?
for any ride. Like everything was like 30,
Hour-
40 minutes.
All right,
You
that's
can
fine.
honestly finish the park in like we finished in like 4 hours.
I'm not even on that. We're getting fast passes. Like we're not. That dude. By the time you get on the ride, you're so tired from standing that those 10 seconds
It drains you, bro.
you don't even enjoy. You're just like, oh my god, like it's like tired. Like, so
I mean,
like we
it's-
went to Busch Gardens. Like I took me and my little sister and my little cousins, and I made sure.
Busch Gardens is not to cut you off, but to me, their rides at a certain time, you can just ride everything multiple times. When I went to Busch Gardens, like after like 4:00, because the park closes late. I think it closes like 9 or 10.
well, everything's different now, but
But yeah, before, but they'll keep like you could just ride it, and people after a certain time, everything was less than like 15-minute wait, and you could just go on every day. But in the morning when everyone's there, like, it's just packed. But like later during the day, like around the evening, it's not as packed.
I agree, but still, I'm not standing on line for no 45 minutes. Your knees are gonna die. Your knees are gonna buckle. Like you're done.
what was you like? So you like Shikra and all those rides? Those
Yeah, all
big-
yeah.
that thing was amazing.
Like yeah, bro. I do
That shit-
all
I
of them.
can't.
Crazy.
I look at that. I'm like,
And you think, and
The
you'll think,
cheetah was fun.
yeah, you'll think
I can do cheetah hunt. I can do that one.
The cheetah one. Was,
Yeah. You'll think those girls will be scared. They're let's go again. I'm like shit. Like, let's go. They're ready, man. But yeah, I'm not standing those lines for.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you just.
That's why I don't like going to Disney or like any parks because of the line. It's hatred, bro.
Right.
I have pure hatred for that. I
for just
refuse.
standing.
Just the line. It's over.
I know, yeah.
It's
It's
too long.
2-3 hours. It's like,
bro.
what the hell?
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I like
You
to
can't
go when
even-
it's raining, which is crazy.
You like to go when it's raining?
Because when it rains, a lot of people like kind of get steered away that day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
the
one wants to
park
go in the rain.
scares you away. They say don't go to the park.
Yeah, but just gotta be careful of thunderstorms. But I went one day to Hollywood Studios where it was raining. It was me and my cousins. It rained briefly. It was like a little brief. So
Yeah.
everyone goes inside.
Little sprinkle.
But so what are they called? The people before you get on the roller coaster? Those people, the country air. You know those guys that be like here left.
Oh, just
here,
the
right,
workers.
left?
They tell
Yeah,
you-
the workers, right? So one day they left, and they left a whole bunch of fast passes, like the actual passes. Bruh, we had my book bag. I took all of them. We went on every roller coaster at least a dozen times.
Wow.
It was
You're
disgusting,
crazy.
bro.
Bro, you're a
My
thief.
brain, like Ajma, AJ, he couldn't. He was done after like the 4th time. He sat down, like he was shaking, bro.
He was shaking.
Bro. He couldn't take it. Like he was about to barf. We went on every ride like so many times, and I never
So
wanted.
just
to go to
imagine
Disney
that,
since.
but me after one ride. Like after that, I'm like,
Bro, we went on.
I'm like, just don't. Touch
and it
me,
was
don't
at
touch me.
Hollywood Studios too. So we just went on the whatever that shit's called.
What,
The
Tower of
elevator and then the
Tower of
guitar.
Terror.
We just kept
Oh yeah, they're right next to each other. Yeah, yeah. yeah.
back to back. We can't let them think we keep getting back
Yeah.
to back. Just, literally just like that. Just kept doing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I could
It's
never.
legit. It's a different world with the fast passes, man. It's a different world.
I don't know. I mean, you didn't. I mean, I feel like we didn't even need them because I mean, I didn't mind waiting. Like I said, like an hour was the longest I waited, but like on average, it was probably between
Because you're not a predator, Kevin. You don't want it.
30 or 40 minutes. Yeah, I definitely,
You don't want it.
You don't want a bad
I
enough.
definitely
You don't
did not.
want it.
I didn't want it, nor did I need it. You know, and it's funny because my girlfriend didn't believe me either, because it was like one of our first times going. I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna die if I go. Like I told her, I get really sick. Like don't even touch me afterwards. And then
Don't touch me.
like after the ride, she goes, "Wasn't it fun?" She gives me a big hug. I'm like, "Stop shaking me."
Yeah.
Traumatized.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Hey, did you guys hear? See what happened with Cam Newton?
Oh, about the he was like what 15, 16?
Yeah.
It was at a. Was it a camp or was it like a football game? It was at his camp. Right?
No, it wasn't his camp, but he has a team. So like he has a 707
league?
707 league. So he has his own like 707. That's pretty much equivalent.
Wait, Cam Newton owns that team?
No. He just has his own team. It's different. Like it's just like
when you play high school, you can just have teams.
Yeah, you can have
like
teams.
AAU
It's like
basketball.
AAU for basketball, but it's 7-on-7 for football. So it's just to get the kids acclimated to different competition, get their name out
Get
there,
their feet wet.
their feet wet. 7-on-7, just regular. Like if you was going out in the street, like playing backyard, football. And they were at a tournament. Cam Newton's with his team or whatever. He's pretty hands on with it, and then this kid starts heckling him. Starts heckling him about. We were talking about it earlier. Before I go further, is that relationships is more important than money, right?
Well, you should say in that standpoint, relationships more better than going viral.
Right.
That wasn't really a money.
But money. Money to this. Well, the newer generation or the social media Generation Z. That's where we are, right?
I don't know.
We're Z. One of those things.
Alphabet.
We're Generation something, right?
Yeah.
Generation Instagram. Money is viral. That's what it is. That's what's money to people. People want to get reposted. People want to get likes. People want to have followers.
You think it's viral? Or they just want to be famous.
Viral is famous.
That's
because I think they don't want to just go viral and just be.
Yeah, they want to go viral famous.
And stay famous.
Yeah.
Well, that's how a lot of these kids do it. Like that Catch Me Outside girl.
Right.
She capitalized on that heavy.
Right.
I know, but just look at the place she's in. Trying to kill herself every month now.
Really? I don't know.
She can't listen after they go viral, it becomes like an addiction, right?
Right.
You can tell, but look at all the people who went viral. Psychologically, bro, they keep trying to stay viral. So Tekashi 6ix9ine is the perfect example.
Boot Gang.
Ooh.
Boot Gang, exactly.
Yeah, Boot Gang.
Like, bro, all right, so you can't keep robbing and stealing Dunkin' Donuts because they're gonna block you up for 3 years now.
Right.
He had to chill, and guess what? Doing lean, getting in car accidents.
Now I saw his Instagram the other day. I was like, oh, is this dude still alive? And then he popped up.
See what I mean?
His name is John Gabbana.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bananas
he's
or something.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's like super religious now. I think now he's simmered down.
Yes.
Yeah. Before this is a good topic we going to, but let's talk about the.
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk about Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But we can talk about just what we're talking about after.
Okay.
Cam,
Go ahead.
This is longer, but let's go with Cam.
Yeah. So this kid. So
Was
like I said,
him.
so viral is money, right?
Yeah.
Being viral is money, but relationships is more important than money. Yeah. It's more important than going viral. So this kid's they have a camera on him. He sees the camera.
Not to cut you off again, but someone told me a great quote about that. He was like, rich people. Like the richest people, they're there to keep secrets. Like that's what rich people. When you have relationships, you're literally there just to keep secrets, and that's how they stay rich. That's what C told me. I don't remember the exact quote, but he was saying rich people keep other rich people's secrets, and that's how everyone stays like.
Yeah,
wealthy
rich
and stuff
get
like
rich.
that.
Yeah,
He said, "Rich get
rich.
rich together, and we all keep each other's secrets." And that's how mom. Hey, listen, you don't want this to get out, right? Like that's how they all stay on top. That's what he told me. But go ahead. I apologize.
That's a good one, dude. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. But so this kid's like, oh, you're a free agent. You're a free agent. You're free. You're free. Cut me off again. I'm gonna slap you. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. And if anybody watched football this year, Cam didn't have the best year. Of his career. It's probably one of the worst years he had. Coming off an injury, going to a new scheme with the Patriots.
COVID. There was no practice this year. There was no what's it called, training camp.
Really, they didn't do that.
I thought they had a
dog. It
short
was too
end.
late, bro.
It was short.
They had like 2 weeks.
But this kid's going viral, right? Snapping on them. But like when I watched it, I was like disgusted.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's like
Cam Newton.
This
bro.
Cam Newton.
That's like.
I mean, not even just by the status of who Cam Newton is. I just think if you talk to that to anyone,
Even if you went to the NFL, but Cam Newton's a different.
But it's Cam.
But like, just talk to anyone. Like
do you know Cam's accolades?
It's Cam Newton.
He won high school championship.
Heisman Trophy winner.
Heisman Trophy, college championship for Auburn, community college championship.
This guy's for real.
Heisman.
This dude for
he got his
real.
Heisman taken away too.
He took the Panthers. The
MVP.
Panthers
Yeah,
to the Super Bowl. This is Cam Newton. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it, I was like, bro, like even if he had a bad year or whatnot, I just felt like the kid was just straight disrespectful. Now it went viral, but it went viral for the wrong things. Imagine you're 16, 17 years old. Now you're trying to apply for colleges. We don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want you. You gotta
Just because of that.
Just because you went viral, we don't want you over here, bro. You're not making it. You're not making the cut. And so he had to issue out an apology to Cam Newton. Like a fucking 16-year-old kid, dude, had to issue out an apology. Like a written apology on social media. Oh, I'm sorry. I let my emotions get the best of me. You know. And it's probably that's what happened. You just let you're a kid. You let your, but it goes back. The relationships are more important than money, bro.
But for that standpoint, it's just I would have never done that.
I would not.
Just
never.
like I don't know who thinks to dude. Even if that wasn't Cam Newton, that could have been Teddy Bridgewater. Like that dude still made it to the NFL and he's making $1 million. He can help me get there. Why would you? I wouldn't even make fun of him. Even he was ranking on me, I would never say nothing back. Mm-hmm. Like that's, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say nothing back. Like same thing. I know people making fun of JaVale McGee. Like people making fun of JaVale McGee, but JaVale McGee's in NBA. Mm-hmm. Like American Cats was making fun of him in the thing.
He's a 3-time champion.
Exactly. So it's
3-time.
Even though they're not everyone's Tom Brady and all these things, but you still gotta respect people who are playing in your field, especially if you want to get in. Like that's not cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing that was probably influencing him is as soon as that kid saw people recording, and everyone hyping him up and everyone was laughing and stuff, that probably hyped him up. That probably was like, dang, this is definitely gonna get out there, and that was probably what he was thinking. He's probably this is gonna give him some sort of clout. I guess he was gonna think,
100%.
He was thinking too much in a moment. That could have been it too.
Yeah.
Like he was probably like making jokes not in front of him. And then Cam Newton actually walked by, and then he was like, "Oh shit, ring it off." Yeah, because everyone's like, because dude, when everyone's hyping you up, no, I bet you won't see it. I'll say it to his face. I'll say it to his face. And then,
not even realizing that this guy, you could have got more. You could have got more out of him by asking him, "Hey man, how'd you get to what you get? Like, what's your work ethic? What are you doing?" Instead of trying to go viral for the wrong reason, you could have went viral for a different.
You're a free agent.
Exactly.
Disrespectful. He was asking, he was like, "Where's your dad too?" Like,
because first of all, you gotta see who raised your child. Like I would never.
No, my kid would never
be in a camp, and a famous guy walks by and I talk mad crap. I would never like.
I'd be, can I get an autograph?
I'll be asking for like a picture, an autograph,
exactly.
and I ask him like a question, like, "Yo, I know you did a hard work, but how did it feel?" I ask questions, but I would never make fun of. You just gotta know, and I make fun of a lot of people. I would never make fun of someone out of camp. And just be there, like someone who I look up to like that. I would never do it.
I mean,
see, it's fun to clown with your peers, but you can't do it because they're your friends, so you can do it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't.
That's what I was gonna say.
If a random dude just came in here, I wouldn't be like loser. Like nah, but he might splack me, dog.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, so you never know.
Yeah, the reality is you're gonna get further with making that relationship than making an enemy. It is what it is.
So to back to what we were like that led to, it was what'd you say? It was more important going viral.
Yeah, it's more important. Going viral now or being famous now is more important.
But it's hard to keep that viral, that memory. So man, you went viral. Like who's that dude that made not the rapper? There's a guy who
Junebug.
What's his name?
Do it again. I'm gonna make sure I get it.
You know what it is.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uncle Ronnie was doing that.
It's the
Junebug.
Junebug, yes.
Yes. There's a guy that made it, bro.
It's Junebug. That's his name. Junebug.
That's his name. Junebug. Yeah. And just dude, you see, like right now, if you look at, he's supposed to be a comedian. If you look at every one of his skits, it's him doing that.
No. He was a dancer at first.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a comedian.
No, I know Jim, but he was a dancer. He was the
some backstory.
You know what I'm saying? He was always dancing. But he did make that.
But I remember, I only know him because he did. Who's the guy that got beat up by what's his name in Friday? Because he did a sketch of the dude of Friday when he got punched. Is chain taken? I don't remember the guy's name, Bill. In Friday, the first one.
Chris Tucker?
Not Chris Tucker. It was Chris Tucker, Ice Cube, and there's a third guy when the big dude came. I don't remember. Debo came and he beat up the guy.
He died, right?
He was he passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But the guy he beat up, he was like, "My mama gave me that chain." I remember he did a sketch of that. That's how I remember.
Oh, the UPS guy?
Yeah.
The UPS guy.
Yeah, that's how I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, even him, like his last 30 posts is just him doing the dance like a million times. I'm like, bro, this is gonna get so old.
He's gonna milk it.
So
you got
he's milking that mother.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, like after 3 of them, I was like, all right, dude, I'm done. I can't keep watching this.
Yeah.
But like you said with the Cash Me Outside girl, like her, that attitude and stuff. Now you're an
yeah.
adult. That don't work. You can go to jail now. You can't keep hitting people and getting in these fights when you're 15, 16, 17. Now you're 18. Nah, it don't work the same. It don't work the same. It's different.
She went viral for fighting people.
She went viral for going on Dr. Phil.
And saying catch me outside.
Because she was like, Dr. Phil moment. She was like disrespecting her mother, and he was trying to like therapeutic do therapy with them or whatever. And then she was like basically looking at the audience, was like, anyone who disagrees with me can catch me outside.
But that was
How about that?
How about that?
And they would go outside, and she would get in altercations with other famous people who are trying to go viral.
Like that weird chick.
The little Asian young girl. Remember her?
Was it the Asian girl?
Remember the young
The
Asian
one who
chick?
flex with her mom's real estate money?
Yes. You remember that girl? It's a whole bunch of these things, like these little viral people who went. You remember the Asian?
Nah,
the Asian girl?
Yeah.
What was her name? Lil Tiffany? Lil Tay or something like that? Yo, it was damn wild times, bro.
Yeah.
But same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. You seen the Meek Mill thing?
Yeah,
I'm positive.
yeah.
Like that is the most dumbest. Like, yo, if I was making a sketch or like comedians were making fun of it, that would be the perfect situation. Like, yo, this would never happen in real life. That happened. Dudes were recording each other. Freaking pussy, I'm gonna whoop you behind. And then Meek Mill was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna beat your ass. And then he goes on Twitter. We could have ended him if we wanted to. Shut up, bro.
Oh, Meek Mill?
Yeah, yo, you can't
I
talk.
didn't know that. I didn't see that tweet.
God, I wish he would just be quiet sometimes, bro. He
Who?
said,
6ix9ine or Meek Mill?
I'm
Both.
used to 6ix9ine. Like you just gotta.
Oh, you don't.
ignore him.
Are you a Meek? You don't like Meek Mill now?
I never said I didn't like Meek Mill, but that was so like, bro, you don't need to be doing that.
A lot of people are going against him with this. Like a lot of people
have always hated him since he beefed with Drake.
Yeah,
And I never knew
Everyone's
what
been clowning him, but to me,
I
you
never knew
can't.
why.
This is my problem because you were in the streets, but when you get to a certain place, you can't keep saying the street stuff. Yo, we could have ended him if we felt like it. Okay, what is that gonna? You tweeting that? Yo, we could have finished him today. This could have been your last day on earth. All right, bro. Like, come on, man. And first of all, you see. Oh, go ahead, dog.
I disagree.
You wouldn't. So okay.
I disagree. If he's from that environment, granted, he's not living it no more.
He hasn't been there in 10 years. When did he get famous? 2009.
Oh, okay.
It's been too long.
Okay,
it's
but
been too long.
Still, regardless,
That's how. What's
he's
his name died? You want to go out with no security? I don't care if it's your streets.
He didn't say that he was going out with no security. He just said he's not going to tolerate the disrespect. And 6ix9ine, what was 6ix9ine doing? He was saying Pooh Shiesty lyrics. He was like, I don't need security.
I don't know who raps, but all I know is you had to see him standing there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you see him standing there, all right, guys. Even if he says, "Oh, look at him walking away," he's dog. You got to be the bigger man. You have to be the bigger man. You gotta learn. All right, I'm gonna just walk away, dude. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time.
You're
oh
right.
man, yo, wild. Yo, if we get to the bag, dude, it's over, man. We got to. He gonna talk all that crap. He gonna have his gun out. He gonna be the phone. Listen here, man. You coming, man? Yeah. You know.
No. I thought it was weird. I was laughing thinking about back at the video, man. And 6ix9ine, he was talking crap, but he's like behind the security.
They both were behind security. That's the thing.
I saw he said a thing. He was like he's like, if he's behind security, then they call him pussy or shit like that. And then if he's not,
you're stupid.
Then he said he's being slacking and stupid. And it's like,
he rolling with police. That's the crazy thing. But that's trying to go viral. Tekashi keeps trying to go viral every week. But he's not really making the money to keep up with. You know how much security he has to pay for? You know how much that cost to leave the house? You got to leave the house with 4 security guards and armed vehicles. That costs a lot of money. That costs a lot of damn money. You can't just do that every day. You gotta be. That's not every day. Doing what you're doing and you're not making money through music. You can't do that every day.
It's a fact. I agree.
You can't. It's hard to hold that up. Even people who are super famous don't even like do that much. That's only when they go main places. But some of them are just rolling out without security sometimes.
He's not still under like any witness protection, is he?
He never went on witness protection.
Yeah, he did.
No, he denied it.
He denied it.
What he did was because I remember he got like a police arrest. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, probation, house arrest.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So he was staying in his property, and the neighbors found out who was.
Yeah, you saw that, right? That's what I was talking about.
He had to move because
They
It
found
wasn't
him.
like a get. They found him. They're gonna go kill him. So he had to move properties, and he has to stay like quiet like that because they found out where he lives. It's a security hazard.
Yeah, it was. They found him quick too. He didn't even get there for like an hour.
He's there for.
He posted a video of where he was at, and then someone just said, "Look who's right next. Who moved in next door." That's crazy too.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I mean, it's kind of hard to hide when you got
Rainbow hair.
and a 6,
That's all I was gonna say.
6 and a 9 on your forehead. Like it's just really hard to hide.
Yeah, I think didn't he put more on him? He put more all over his arm.
I don't care, bro. I'll be honest with you. I really don't care.
Yeah, man. You know what? Forget about 6 9. You know what today? Today is the first.
Yeah,
The
March.
March, man. So you know, Black History Month is
Ended.
over. It's over.
Mhm.
Isn't it Women's History Month today?
I think so.
Yeah, they added themselves on the calendar.
When did that start?
I think this year.
There's a lot of fake.
Look on your calendar
Not
real
fake,
quick and
but-
tell me.
You know what I mean?
Let's see that real quick.
I think they did.
I don't know. There's just I don't know. I feel like it's weird how like every sort of I guess community, I guess you can call them. Every community demands like some sort of recognition. You know what I mean?
It's not on there.
It's like women's something.
Isn't it weird?
It's Women's Month or something like that.
Isn't it weird to you though that like every sort of different community needs some sort of recognition? Like instead of just like all existing, like oh this is my day, this is me, this is you know what I mean? Don't you think it's weird? All right, go ahead.
I wish I had a dashiki right now. Yeah. We get 1 month, Kev. We get one.
The shortest month too. That's like 28 days.
Hey, it's the media and me and Cleese was like, Kev, nah, we not trying to go there, Kev.
Kev trying to talk about we're all humans.
Kev, we not gonna go there, brother.
We're all humans, guys.
But like I'm not saying it's got to be exclusive to February. Why can't it be like the whole year? You know what I mean?
All right, he trying to win us back.
Kev. Well, yo, when you said I immediately looked down. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Dog? Like,
What are you about to
starting
say?
wild, dog. He said, "Yo, man, I think it shouldn't be no heritage, dog. We all humans, huh? We all bleed red." All right, dog.
But you know what's crazy this month? I've watched a lot of powerful black movies. You know, just going on the history of like our culture or whatever, and it's crazy how much law enforcement like was infiltrating like the civil rights movement, the Panther Party,
Like the Black Klansman?
Yes, yeah, like
That was a good.
that was a
movie,
really
bro.
good movie. Yeah.
That one had me like.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
You
man.
sound like the whitest American I know.
I was
Why,
like,
thank you,
man, I would
sir.
love to do that, dude. Hey,
Yeah.
man, let's go get man like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's some crazy stuff, bro. Like the way he played it, I'd be like, yo, I would have been in that room cracking up. Like I couldn't hold it. I would have died laughing, bro. Like seriously, that would have been funny.
Those yeah.
Those movies back in the day, I know a lot of people like don't like watching documentaries, but I suggest to at least watch like the movies about those past that reenacted, because I learned a lot, especially about like the Great Depression, just about movies. That's why I don't like to watch documentaries too much because I kind of get bored. But I think they call reenactments. Those type of movies, reenactments. Like I watched. You heard of Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah,
I've
You
heard
ever heard
of
of
it.
Bonnie and Clyde?
Yeah.
I never understood like the impact of what it was. Like back in time, those guys were seen as heroes. Al Capone, Al Pacino, like those guys.
Well, what's his-
who were robbing banks and all that stuff, because they were so broke. Like people had no money. When you're robbing the big guys, you became like heroes, and the cops were always trying to kill
Like
you.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, like literally, like, cause dude, they were so poor. Like it was crazy, dude. Like they're living in the muds, and they didn't have like technology like us. They were literally, they had to make it wood, and it was crazy, bro.
But that's like I think is it El Chapo or Pablo Escobar? One
Yeah.
of those big time drug dealers.
Pablo Escobar,
I think maybe him wherever he's from,
Colombia.
like his hometown, I mean.
Yeah, Colombia.
No, like his town.
Yeah, then
All right, wait. I think he could.
Pablo Escobar, he donated all of like
He donates basically donates a bunch of money, so
that's-
he's seen as a hero. And I think
That was
he
Pablo.
offered the government to pay off like a good chunk or maybe all of their debt, like for their country or their state or whatever you want to call it. And then they had to deny it because they knew that the money wasn't like
clean.
it wasn't
Yeah, that's Pablo.
good and legit.
That was Pablo.
Yeah. So that's good. Just goes along to what you're saying about how
Yeah.
like they're seen as heroes.
Because they are. Because if you really think deep, of all the countries, what's always the problem? Politics and the government. Those are like they're all intertwined with each other. But it's always that issue in any country. You go to Cuba. What was the problem? Castro. That was the whole for 40, 50 years. Castro was the issue. Well, that's what they said. I don't know. I don't live in Cuba, but that was always the issue. Castro, they were fighting wars in the mountain. Castro, you go to Mexico. Chop on the drugs and then the politics. But guess what? America was selling guns to the Mexicans. Like, this is fact.
Yeah.
If you look it up, the drug planes are flown by American. It's a whole documentary about it. This guy, he was in the Army, the Air Force guy.
The one
he was
who,
driving the planes for them. Like, it's
the one
crazy.
from it was Tom Cruise who did that movie, right? You remember that? I can't remember the name of it.
Like, everything's intertwined. It's like, oh, bro, it wasn't us. And it's like, dude, it was you guys. I don't know why you can't admit it. They put out a whole movie about it. And it's like, yeah, we don't take no fault. Even the drugs in the black community, how it got there. I don't know if you ever seen a show, Snowfall.
Oh, the one about heroin?
Yeah, about crack and heroin when they first came into community. That's agents, they bringing it to them, selling them the guns, then arresting them in a couple months right afterwards. Oh, we cracked down on these guys, and they're repackaging what they got and selling it back to the streets.
I didn't know that.
Dude, it's ridiculous,
It's just
bro.
a recycled
They keep doing it here. They're like, oh, man, someone told, I read the story actually the other day, which is an interesting story. So cocaine used to be legal, like back in the early days.
Oh, yeah, because they used to have that in Coca-Cola.
Exactly. So it used to be legal. So you know how it became illegal? So back in the day, when like they had black people working for them, it wasn't like slavery, but it was basically they have these guys overworked.
8 cents an hour.
But less than that. But they'll have them overworked, so they'll give them cocaine to keep working. So
really?
Yeah. So there's guys working at factory. They'll give them cocaine so they can just work nonstop and not get tired. Right.
That's crazy.
One day, I don't know what happened really. I read a little bit. It said this white lady said that one of them raped her. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on cocaine. And when they tried to shoot him, I don't know if you ever seen like a guy who's on cocaine. They couldn't take him down.
Just doesn't care.
They shot him like 10, 12 times, but he was just moving. But this is back in the day. It was less than a 9mm. It was like 22. It was something really small.
Yeah,
They couldn't kill a guy. So they made cocaine illegal that day. They started making it illegal, and they made the 45 round. It was made because
They made
of
that just because of cocaine?
Well, because the black dude who was on the cocaine, they couldn't shoot him. They couldn't take him
stop
out.
him.
So they made a 45
We need something
bullet.
bigger.
They said we need something to take down these black dudes who are on the shit because they're like got super strength off of it. Like, this is a real story. Like, I read it. It was like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month. Whoa.
But you want to talk about what's the movie called? Judah about Fred Hampton?
yeah. About Fred Hampton. I think it's Judith and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, that was what.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was just like what you said, man. It's just one of those stories. I mean, small story.
I haven't seen it. What was it about?
So Fred Hampton, the Black Panther Party.
Yeah,
he was like one of the leaders. You know, a lot of people back then they associated the Black Panther Party as like
with a terrorist group. Still do.
Terrorist group.
Still do. They think, like, not to cut you off again.
No.
But the KKK is still not known.
Yeah,
as a terrorist
I was gonna
group,
say that. Yeah.
and the Black Panthers was
right. Yeah, like you said. So, just making them look like criminals or whatever. So the FBI, they got a informant. He wasn't an agent, but an informant to infiltrate into the Black Panther Party and tell like everything that was going on, and pretty much that's what got Fred Hampton killed. You know what I'm saying? They literally went into his house and shot him dead.
But the government?
the police.
The police.
Didn't they kill everyone in the house?
They killed everyone. Oh, well, not everyone, but
It was a raid. They raided
it was a raid.
the house he was in Chicago.
They raided the house.
And they said he had a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
As always, he had a gun, and they sprinkled some crack on it.
Like Dave Chappelle. Don't want to leave no evidence.
Damn it, Johnson.
Don't want to leave no evidence.
It's just like what Khalif was saying. It's just it was an inside job, and it's just a what'd you say, biopic? Would you say that with a biopic? No, not a biopic.
Reenactment.
It is a reenactment of what really happened, or what the story that doesn't get told. You know what I'm saying? But it was always one of those things that was like word of mouth. Like it was like that's why I love these movies nowadays. They show everything. It's so everything. Real. It's so and it's like these
and they have names,
the exact names and
the police chief.
You know what I'm saying?
Who was a part of it.
Bro,
who was governor at the time, like
bro,
the people that
they're so good now because they're not afraid. These directors are not afraid
because those guys are already dead now. They can't really do much about it.
They're not afraid to take it there. They're not afraid to take it
back
there.
in the day. You could
they were like
there's no camera.
They're like you can't air this.
It was always subliminals. Now it's in your face.
Yeah,
like in your face movies, reenactments of exactly or not exactly, but very close, similar. Based on to what's going on. So. You know, it was a really, really, really good movie. So I think my Black History Month went pretty good.
Yeah,
I watched that. I watched Miami Nights.
That was crazy. That was
a pretty good one.
Was it A Night in Miami?
The Night in Miami.
That was some legendary. Like I didn't think it was real. I heard it was actually real.
Yeah, it was a real thing.
I didn't believe it was real.
It was a real
I thought,
thing.
they just made it up and made it some. They all were really there at one day in Miami. It was insane.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and
Sam Cooke and the football player
OJ
for the Cleveland Browns, right?
Joe Brown.
Joe Brown.
Joe Brown.
He's the running back, right?
Yeah, back. Joe Brown. I think it's Joe Brown. I want to make sure I get that right.
I know they had the video game when he was just unstoppable anytime you chose him.
Who?
I think it's Joe Brown, right?
Yeah, it's Joe Brown. No, it's not Joe Brown. It's not Joe Brown. We're gonna get it right.
Sheesh.
We're gonna get it right.
Damn, bro. Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble.
Could get in trouble.
Cleveland. I don't know the name.
You say Cleveland Brown?
Yeah, he played for the Cleveland Browns. He was a running back. So,
Jim Brown. Sorry.
Jim Brown. Apologize.
Jim Brown, man. So
Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X.
Yeah, they all met one night and was hanging out having a conversation about the social discrepancies that they were having at the time. But the big thing about it is that those four guys were iconic in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Sam Cooke with
the legendary group right there, dude.
Sam Cooke in music, Jim Brown in football, Muhammad Ali in boxing, and then
Malcolm X.
I did a little digging on Muhammad Ali. I didn't know that Muhammad Ali, like that wasn't his real name.
Yeah, his real name's Cassius Clay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He turned Muslim. Like
he was like, he's like, that's his slave name. That's what he would tell people.
Yeah.
And he get mad whenever someone ever calls him that because he's like, my name is Muhammad Ali.
They would just be like Cassius, and he wouldn't answer to them.
Yeah, but at that point when he changed his name, he was already like on the up and come up. You know what I'm saying? He was already there.
He was confident enough to do it where like people better listen.
Yeah,
to him.
he was already a champ. You know what I'm saying? He was already there. So when he changed, it was like major because people are used to calling you Cassius Clay or whatever. So
yeah, I was watching. He was saying that like if anyone calls him it, he either if he's never met him before, he tells him that's not his name, or if he knows like some of the reporters who would he's like, yo, you've been here more than once. He goes, that's not my name, and he just get mad. He'd get in their face and he like, my name's Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Remember?
It's really good, man. It was really good month, man. Felt good. I was wearing my dashiki the entire month. It's really good.
Listen, Olu is good and stuff like that, but I'm kind of irritated with. I hate to be the guy, but a lot of these social justice warriors today, bro, I have issues with some of them because they're all doing it. Like to me, it's not how do I word it? It's not coming out of a place of their heart. It's kind of really how they're using it to get money and stuff like that.
Can you explain that?
All right, so we seen it. Remember when the pandemic first, when George Floyd died? People were like, rebuilding the community, and you take a quick flick to be on their way. And a lot of those guys just go out there like that's the time.
Oh, like that reporter. She took a picture. She's like, "Can I borrow your drill?"
Yeah.
And she just took a picture and they left.
And fixed the community. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like they're doing photo shoots. It's not real. See, back then you did that. It was a risk. Like you could literally die if you were saying, "Yo, black people are kings." You could die. Now it's let me take a quick photo. You're a king, sir.
It's just about what we was talking about earlier. I don't think anybody's really ready to step up to that plate.
What plate? But mind that be. What are you talking about?
Like, because that's the great thing about Black Lives Matter. There's no true leader.
Okay.
Did you hear what just came out about the Black Lives Matter?
What?
What is really funded by a Jewish guy?
I didn't hear about it.
Listen, I'll show you the little thing about him. But go ahead.
The thing about Black Lives Matter that's really like different is that there's no true leader. Like back then, it was you had Muhammad Ali,
Martin
Martin Luther King. Then you had Malcolm X,
Farrakhan.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Huey P, Fred Hampton. These people put their face and said, "Hey, I'm the guy."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they all obviously
they put the target on their back by doing that. Basically,
all right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Kind of like a Colin Kaepernick, but my problem with Colin Kaepernick is he didn't really. He did capitalize, but he didn't really do it properly.
Behind doors, you got to check.
I understand he did get a check,
you got to check, but behind doors.
I know, but he just never spoke. I think that was an issue. That's the issue with me personally. You can't say, "Oh man, they're keeping us enslaved," but you keep trying to get a job for them. Like certain things like that, that's kind of like a turnoff. It's like, bro, wait, hold on.
At the same time, people have to eat.
Yeah, you got it.
He got paid $60 million, dude.
That's after.
I know.
That's after.
But remember, after that, he tried to do the training camp, right?
He did the lawsuit. He did the training camp, and guess what? He still didn't want to sign with a team because he just realized, like, I don't know what he realized, but
because they didn't want him to start. He was gonna be a bench. You've been out of the league for a minute. It wasn't your fault. I agree, but you're not gonna start.
I understand that, but the point is,
but he never did no talking though.
I never noticed that. I never noticed that. Like, but he never talked.
If you think about it, he never spoke.
He never talked.
He would just say what it's about.
He would just tweet. He would tweet something. I understand Twitter's a new thing, but dude, you can go out and give a press conference every now and then, or you go out. You know.
Well, I mean, now he could probably do
or
that.
Do
but
it.
I personally, like looking back, I seriously can't believe that he got black. Like now looking back at the time. That was like crazy. Whatever. Yeah, he literally got blackballed from the league for kneeling.
Yeah, that's all they're doing now is kneeling.
Yeah. All they're doing now is kneeling. Yeah. Like he literally got blackballed, and it's just crazy. Rick Ross said, this was a Rick Ross song, like Cap still kneeling and his team not behind him or something like that. Like you really need to question the people that's around you, right? Because if we're all going one place, we got the pod, we're doing our thing, and then we're going full throttle. I got to question if you guys are not with me. Right, I got a question. If
don't get me started, y'all want to take 2-week vacations, huh?
It's real. But you look back at it, it's sick. It's crazy that he really got blackballed. He really got stopped making money because of that, bro.
Yeah, that's probably what scared his other teammates. Because remember, he was getting fined.
Of course,
I think he was getting fined.
No, he wasn't getting fined.
He was getting fined. He was getting fined, and. Yeah, I believe he was getting fined by the league.
Pretty sure he was getting threats from the president too, saying, you better get kicked off the team.
That's clout.
Yeah,
he's getting threats from everybody.
Yeah,
because that was when
some
Trump,
people would be like, "That's clout, dog. I'll go viral." Like that's what some cats are now. Like, yeah, I'll do that. But no, man. But no, like I said, the social justice, like for NBA. Remember how they were doing all those commercials and stuff? It was a unanimous people, but a lot of the NBA players didn't want to do it. They said they were forced to do it, and we had to. But a lot of them said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I do care about our people and stuff like that, but I don't know enough to speak on it and take the stand."
Yes,
and they were being forced to do commercials and say, "Yo, man, black is this and black is powerful," which is no problem. But some of us like, dude, I don't know.
I can't remember who.
I forgot. It was unanimous. It was unanimous by a lot of people. But some people like, yo, I can't stand up.
I'm not a political. Yeah,
I just mind my business and play. You know what I mean? Like some people are like that. They don't want to speak on it.
How do you feel about that? You feel like you should speak on it? You feel
listen, do what you got to do, bro. Me, if I was in that position, I would. It depends what it was, because if you look at, we have to do a lot of looking at ourselves as well when it comes to that, like especially in the community. Because I'm not a person who just says, "Oh, it's the white people's fault." It's our fault too now. Don't get stuff twisted. Yes, it was years of oppression, this and blase. Who cares? But look what year we're in. When is that gonna stop being the issue? Yes, we can't have dreads and be lawyers and corporates. You got to cut your hair. I'm sorry, that's how it is. Mm-hmm. Oh, but Steve gets to have long hair. Yes, Steve doesn't have hair like us. Unfortunately, like that was a huge. I had a conversation with guys that was interning for like the judges and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It was a whole bunch of black people, lawyers, this and businessmen. They were talking about how some people just refuse to cut their hair. They're like, yo, it sucks. You might like your dreads, but if you're trying to look professional and work in corporate America, they're not talking about you owning your own business in your barbershop. Corporate America, hairstyle like this or like Kareem's. Can't be having no dreads.
Can't be having this.
You can't be having that. You can't be having dreads and this and twists. It just doesn't work for corporate America.
No fancy colors,
dude. Like I'm listening to people my age older than me, like 24. Nah, man, I never had to do that. I had dreads and get in that position still. Watch, like literally arguing. They're like, dude,
no, you're not.
When you get in that position, then the guy was saying like names. He's like, yeah, look at Jay-Z. They're like, bro, that's Jay-Z. The odds of you being Jay-Z is 1 billion to none, bro.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. But what's crazy about it is from like 10 years from now, it's going to be crazy. We're going to look back at it and say, man, that's crazy. This guy, we literally didn't give this guy a job because of his hair or because
that's how it. Because it's how you listen.
No, I agree. I agree. I agree. Everything you say. I'm just saying, but like things are changing so rapidly now that it's really we're going 10 years from now we're going to be like just like a couple years ago we were like Kaepernick. We're like Kaepernick. I can't believe Kaepernick is
now everyone is.
Yeah. Now you think if you looking back, you're like he really lost his job.
Yeah.
Because he was kneeling.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same.
You think that'll change for like hairstyle? Like
I agree. I think
because I couldn't get a job. After remember I was trying to get a job at like a Banks and all, I couldn't get none.
I couldn't get a job either. Remember?
Minute I got this haircut, I had this haircut for like 3 years now. Minute I got this haircut,
when can you start?
Start like you get me, and that's not me hating. It's just that they want you to look a certain way. I'm not saying it's okay with it, but like now I finally I didn't like it at first. I had to cut my hair, but now it just grew on me. I'm stuck with it. I like it now, but I kind of get this. You're like, yo, my hair is my hair, but dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying for corporate America, because what they keep doing is they bring up celebrities. Oh, he can wear his hair like this. Like, dude, that's a rapper. Don't look at a rapper and yourself. You trying to work in the corporate world.
I agree.
You get me sell stocks and insurance.
I agree, and I also think years down the line, like things are changing rapidly. It's changing rapidly, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There's going to be a woman in your job before you got dreads. I guarantee you that.
All right. Hey, we're not going to go into...
Okay.
All right.
That was a big one.
I had a question, though.
What's up?
Seriously, I mean, getting a little bit off topic. But, all right. Would you rather a female that's before her whole phase, or you rather her after her whole phase?
You want to go first, Khalif?
I don't believe women have those type of phases. What do you mean, Kareem? There's no such thing. You believe in that?
We're talking about before. We're talking about a female that doesn't have experience. She has experienced a lot of things. Mm-hmm. You are literally the first.
You mean when she was just living her life?
Yeah, and you are the first guy to show her or teach her everything that she knows. Are you want a chick that's been through a couple obstacle courses, you know what I'm saying?
You mean life lessons?
Life lessons. She knows a couple life lessons. You know what I'm saying? What would you rather?
You want to go first, Khalif?
Listen, man, all women are queens. Queens rule the world. They hold the wombs to the children in childbirth. And they can cook sometimes. I don't know. I say it just depends on the person. I can't, like, every chick is different. It depends how like
it just in general.
After.
We're not doing specific.
After.
I'm picking after.
Why would you rather after? So you'd rather her?
Oh man, because you want the cold peanut butter.
Okay, Kev. What about you?
After.
After?
Sure.
Why?
Sure.
Why after? Why?
Because
that's sloppy topic.
I mean, if we're not only talking about the whole phase. I mean, for me, I can't really stand just people in general when they're so sensitive. You know what I mean? I feel like when...
Or you mean innocent?
No, sensitive.
Sensitive?
Because when you're... I mean, I guess maybe it's tied together that when you're innocent, you are sensitive because you're like, oh, why would they do that? Well, that happens all the time, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is life. So, I don't know. I feel like Khalid said, like, the more... the life lessons, the more obstacles you go through, more life lessons it is. Which means I just, they become a stronger person. And for me, I can't handle anyone who's like super sensitive or anything like that. I need to be able to make fun of you, not cry.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. And also, let's just go over when you're younger, you just don't have that experience. So there's an experience level. And what I mean by that, I'm not even talking about sexually, just
I thought we were talking.
that can be that too.
Oh, okay.
And relationship wise is Like, think about your first relationship or
Piece
our
of
first
shit.
relationship. Like, think about where you are now. You're like, bro, I would have never been doing this.
Shit,
when I
a
first
beater.
You know, it was like mad basic, mad simple, and you weren't really like open to talking about. Like, I remember my first 2 relationships. I was never open about talking about sex. Like, if you really think
You're like,
about it.
ooh, that. Ooh,
Yeah, just-
cooties.
Let's not like change
Let's not do
subject.
that.
Yo, yeah, man. Like, you change the subject.
Don't we have to get married
But now
first?
it's something like, yeah, no, it wasn't like that.
No,
But
100%.
now it's more, yo, I want this. You want to do that? I want to do this. Like,
I'm gonna come over and
on,
I'm gonna-
down. You down for this? Let's do this. And,
You into that?
you sure? Yeah.
Kevin's like, you're into that.
But I think that is, well, you're older than us, Kareem, so it might be a little different. But like early on for me, I said like my first, from like probably like 16 to 20, I was very like insecure about speaking about sex. If like we being honest, like I didn't like talking about it because I'm like, you're a girl, man. You know, you're a girl.
What are you doing?
You're a girl. But now it's like,
You're a girl.
Nah, I wasn't, yeah. Now it's like you're more open to it, and you're like, okay.
Yeah,
That's what you want. You want to do it? Yeah, it's just like you're more able to like I wasn't able to have that conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I think I want them. I think I want them after. I think I want them because if you get them before, you know what I'm saying. You get them before, you're all happy, and then one day it's just gonna click. Like she wants to live life.
that's what you worried about?
She wants to live life.
That's all they want to do. Is live
Yeah,
life.
she's living life. You're at work, but she's living life. She's living life on the wild side. You know what I'm saying? So
We get it, Kareem, man.
Get it out your system.
Yeah, that's
Get
all.
it out your system. Then come talk to Kareem.
Because I was gonna say, if anything, you know, talk. It's like about It's like you know, that curiosity. It's like, oh, I wonder what this is like.
Yeah, I want to say.
So once you eliminate, like, I know what that's like. You know, it's
yeah,
nothing
I wonder
great.
if I had 3 hot dogs on the bun. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that. You don't want. Like you don't want that, bro. You don't want to wake up and you got mustard all over your ketchup all over your biscuit.
3 hot dogs.
Yeah, you don't want that, man. Mixing and matching. You got mayonnaise, mustard, and mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying?
Mayonnaise,
I feel like maybe I say age wise, I think women come to that realistic a little bit earlier.
The realization.
Yeah, they're like, oh crap, I need to settle down.
I need to simmer down.
because like this is a fact. They have a biological clock. Like to give, it's a fact. You at a certain age, you get in a high risk factor of giving birth. I believe it's I think was it after your 30s, right? I don't know the specific, but they have a biological clock to give birth. And that's not me hating saying, oh, women are weak.
Yeah, after
I'm just
20,
talking
after
like 29, 30, you're
like
a high risk.
Yeah.
You're more of a high risk to not give. This is a word for it. What's it called?
Kids?
Have miscarriages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, high risk for miscarriages, and you won't be able to carry their baby to full term. So I feel like when girls they get around like 25, 26, or 27, they're like, all right, dude, we gotta go. We gotta go get a husband. We gotta get married. You gotta have kids. But
Gotta
for
get
guys, like let's be real. Like my grandpa, he had children in his 70s.
Did he really?
Yeah, sperm was still working. He had a kid when he was 72.
Start drink that water.
It's
It's that water.
whatever the Zoes is eating.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
McDonald's,
You know
Kevin.
what I'm saying? That's that bunnin'. That's that bunnin' fui. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. What's going on.
So
Wait, so then how old was was it your grandma that had?
no, he had it with a young chick.
So
Yeah,
he
grandma
was,
Wild. They're old now. They're like 12, 13. This is recent.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
these are my uncles, 13, 14 years old.
Oh crap.
It's crazy, yeah.
That's dope. That's great. Yeah,
But-
I got an auntie younger than me too. My grandpa was on some other
See,
shit.
same thing though. He wilding,
Some
dog.
dumb shit.
They just had kids, dude.
Yeah, he didn't care. I mean, I just don't understand.
I wish I had that much of a no care, but it's the government. They'll trap you
shooting
now,
up the
boy.
club, you know,
Shooting
up the club, man. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're done off that right
Yeah,
there.
I don't
Shout out to our grandpas, man.
They're risking it like they was out there just going, dude. They don't believe what, child support. Child support.
Support what?
Damn.
I'm just going. Back in the day, you could just drive away.
I'm gonna shoot up. The
They weren't
club.
able to
travel.
find you.
Yeah.
Yo, they were
I'm
not
gonna start
able
a new
to find
family
you.
because I don't like this one.
2 blocks away.
Yeah, 2 blocks away.
And you will never know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
me.
2 blocks away.
You will
yeah.
never know
She
it's me.
treat me better.
I'm gonna just move 10 minutes away down the block. You won't even know. I'm moving from Miami to North Miami. You won't even find me.
You won't find me.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s, dude, you could not. Yo, you had a friend, bro. There was no way unless he came to your house. And if you moved from that house, no way, just gone. You look through a yellow book. The yellow book.
Are you the phone book?
Yeah. Oh, can't find him. He's gone. I don't know what happened to him. He's dead. Yeah. It's
She started
serious.
asking your friends. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah.
Hiding in the bathroom.
Just gone. But to back what we were saying, yeah, man. After.
After. We want you guys after. Right? So go ahead and do what you got to do. Then come find us.
Nah,
man.
but don't let me find out about all the old stuff too.
I want to know. I need to see. I need to see your resume. I need to know
A resume.
I need to see if the ketchup was with the mustard. How many hot dogs? Oh, we're good. We're gonna end the episode. We're done.
We're gonna end the episode. Oh, real quick to that. So how we talking about grandpas in the '80s, but that's why like, social media is a very thing now because you can just keep in touch from people you grew up with elementary school.
Right.
Like you give me like imagine all people got in elementary school. You just see, oh damn, they're all 18 now.
They're
You know,
their
they're
thing,
all
yeah.
your age, and
Yeah.
you're like, whoa. You just look. That's why it's easier to keep in touch than back in the day. Because you go missing, you might never see that person again. Now, bro, you know everyone from pre-K, basically,
Yeah, forever.
to now, which is a crazy new system. But garbage company that said, all right. Anyway,
I'm not going there.
Anyway,
I'm not going.
Go ahead.
Whatever
Good.
was talking about.
It was a good topic. Bro. It was interesting. I'm just tired. Let's go shooting, bro.
What is it? Follow Florida Tactical.
Yeah, Florida Tactical.
Yeah.
Go ahead, follow Florida Tactical Boys. Yeehaw. That's it for episode 17. Follow us on all socials.
Season 2.
I'm so proud of you, Khalif. I'm so happy. We're doing great.
Oh, what?
We're
This.
episode 17.
Yeah, we could have been at 19, but you know. Nothing, no comment. We won't think about the past, motherfuckers. Anyways, so this is episode 17 of the Two Blunt Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Two Blunt FL. And also, episodes will be uploaded to Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and all podcast platforms in 2 weeks. So everything will be up on all those platforms. Go ahead, Kevin. You want to shout anything out?
Well, you basically just said everything we have.
Anything else you want to shout out?
I mean,
Shout out to us.
shout out next week.
Shout out us.
Shout out next week. We'll be here back.
Shout
We'll
out
be
to
back.
us 60.
You guys enjoy your
68,
day.
60 followers on YouTube.
How many subscribers we have? We like
I
61.
don't know. Look,
We got enough. Keep going.
keep
Little
going,
motivation.
bro. Consistency. All right,
Yes.
you guys have a good one. Again, my name is Khalif. I'm here with Kareem and Kevin. Y'all boys, peace.